All right, guys, welcome back. So, there has been all kind of movement, new releases, all kind of great information that is out there that the Trump administration has fulfilled on. JFK files have been released. Epstein files are out there, more or less. Yeah. So anyway, guys, there's some things I do want to talk to you about. One, I did have some emails, people contact me about, hey, what about the JFK files? Why haven't you talked about it? Well, one, it just happened. Took a little bit to dig into it, plus work and everything else. And also about the Epstein files. What's really going on? I have my opinions. All right, so Trump did say that they were going to release this stuff for the public. The public needs to know. When I first heard about it, I kind of rolled my eyes. I don't ever see them releasing any major information to the public. I don't. Many people say I'm crazy. Many people say I'm closed-minded on that. To each their own. You believe what you want to. Let's take the JFK files to begin with. All right. So some of the JFK files were released last time Trump was in office, and just about all of it was redacted. And what wasn't redacted was a bunch of just blah. This time around, I took a look at it as much as I could. I didn't have much time to really do thorough research on it. But from what the gist is that I have access to, and it's all public information also, guys. You can download all of it yourself and read every single script of it and look at a lot of redacted black screens. Nothing. There's nothing there. From what I'm seeing and reading, there is a lot of exposure on CIA knowing a lot about Oswald, and that's it. Nothing new at all. So, hate to break the bubble on everybody that was all extremely excited about all the truth of JFK is going to be out there. We all have our beliefs and theories, okay? My own personal belief and theory is that Oswald was a fall guy. I believe that there is two separate shooters. That's just from listening to the recordings myself and also watching John F. Kennedy, his reaction during the gunshots. It didn't make any sense looking at the trajectory of where things were moving. His head to be from a high elevated area, in my opinion. But what do I know? That's my own theory, okay? Please feel free to type away in the chat all you guys want to about your theories on this. I don't ever say I know everything. This is just my own thoughts on this stuff. Also, guys, I want to thank you guys that have reached out and helped us with our via PayPal. It helps out a lot. I am working nonstop as much as possible at the shipyard. We are selling our sprouts and stuff right here, our garden starters right here at the house through our greenhouse, and we do help. We do appreciate the help. It really does help us out a lot. The platform has nailed us big time. We average about $6 per 1,000 views here on the channel now. Yeah, we got hit hard, and it's been that way for the last 7 months. So those that have reached out, definitely do appreciate it. If you want to help out, check out our PayPal link. So the Epstein files, guys. This is something I really wanted out there. I wanted that information out there. I wanted all these rich sickos exposed. I did. So, the first phase has been released to the public. How far will it go? How in depth? I don't know, but I don't have a lot of hope for it. All right. So the first phase was all the contact list of Epstein. And there's a long list. There's all kind of rich people in there. I mean, I saw Donald Trump's name in there. Epstein was a financial dude, so he had contacts with all kind of people. I mean, there was Bill Cosby, I believe it was, Michael Jackson. There was a whole long list. I think it was like over 90 people, and there were some redacted names out of it. And I first looked at the redacted names, the spots there. I'm like, why? And of course, conspiratorial part of me is going, oh, yeah, they got something. They don't want that name being out there. But the more I looked at it, the more I thought of ongoing investigation. or possible victims of the situation. Maybe. Then again, it might just be a complete cover-up. They don't want those names out there. That was on his contact list. Now, the contact list is not who was there on the island. Now, public information, you can get the contact list, and I believe you can also get the flight information that went to the island. I'm pretty sure, I don't know. I don't know passenger information as far as who flew on what plane is public information, but there's plenty of internet sleuths out there that could probably figure that out. Please do not do anything illegal as far as hacking any type of database or anything else like that to find the information, because no one wants to see anybody locked up. Now, with this phase one, it's a nothing burger. All right, it is. It's a contact list of a rich guy that has contacts everywhere. I mean, I even saw George Lucas in it. So I don't have much on that, except that's that. Okay, give my thoughts on it. The redacted names, either ongoing investigation participants or some type of victim. That's what I'm thinking on that. I could be wrong. Moving on, there's supposed to be new phases being released to the public. Will that stuff be redacted? I don't know. I mean, if you really think of it, guys, we hear that there needs to be a change. And I agree that there needs to be a change. They need to drain the swamp. They need to restructure our government. There's way too much corruption. Absolutely. Do I think it's going to happen? I wish it would. But I also know there's going to be pure anarchy going on when it does. The reason I say this, guys, earlier today, should be a pop-up there. They're outside the CIA headquarters. Somebody, I just noticed my wedding ring's off. No, I just got out of the shower. Whoops, don't tell my wife. No, I took a shower, forgot to put my wedding ring back on. Somebody had a firearm and pointed it towards the CIA headquarters today. Yeah, they had the roads blocked. It was like 10 something in the morning when this happened. They were blocked the roads, had SWAT and all this stuff. When I first heard about it, I thought maybe some type of explosive device, but I have not found any information that says that actually happened. All the information I found on it is that somebody was outside the building, excuse me, pulled a pistol, aimed it at the building, and no shots were fired. So, take it or leave it. People are losing their shit. Okay? This is interesting. You know, there's more of a CIA push on involvement with Oswald and all that stuff with the JFK files. Maybe. Trigger the individual. Maybe that's what happened. Or maybe everyone's just freaking fed up. Point being, Tesla. One, I don't own a Tesla. I drive a 99 Chevy Tahoe that I always have to work on. The vandalism on Tesla as a stance against Elon Musk. This stuff is getting out of hand. It's going everything from spray paint. And I will have to blur out or not even put up some of these photos because the language that is spray painted on, F-bombs and stuff like that. Setting fire, Molotov cocktails, things like that. Yeah, just because they're Teslas. I have seen plenty of videos, people, Teslas got spray painted, keyed, and all that stuff. And that's everything from the Cybertrucks to the smaller cars. People are losing their crap, and because they don't like Elon, they're going to take it out on people that have the Tesla vehicle, electric vehicles. I wonder if they know that most people that drive those things are Democrats and liberals. I wonder. The majority of people that I know that actually has Tesla or any type of electric car also have a Biden and Harris bumper sticker still on their vehicle. But with that being said, makes you want to think about situation awareness a lot. If you got Trump stickers and stuff like that on your vehicle, I'm not telling you to take your stuff off. You should be proud and you should have whatever it is that you want on your vehicle. Absolutely. I grew up at a time when we used to have gun racks in the back of our vehicles. Okay, imagine doing that nowadays. All right, yeah, that'd be freaking nuts. Um, I'm just saying you might be drawing attention to your vehicle, whether you're there or not. All right, so my wife and I share the same vehicle. This is this little quick story for you. Um, when we started our business, Survival Living LLC, for my outdoor survival courses, I had our YouTube channel and our website for our business. You know, the sticker thing that goes on the back glass windows. I had it on the vehicle. You know, advertisement. And hey, that was cool and everything else until I had people leaving messages on Facebook and photos of my vehicle when I wasn't the one driving the vehicle. It was my wife driving the vehicle at the time. Hey, I saw your vehicle, such and such, such and such. Hey, I know where you go buy groceries. I buy groceries at Walmart, guys, just so you know. And also the Piggly Wiggly. It made me nervous and more in tune on I'm not the only person driving the vehicle. Yeah, I can take care of myself, but even I can get caught on the blind side. All right, it can happen. So with everything from trolls, you know, internet, we got a lot of them. All right, trust me, I've got a bunch of them. Some are just batshit crazy. As a matter of fact, I've got one that keeps changing their name and harassing my brother. And he's already told this individual he has no romantic feelings for that person, but they keep coming to my channel, changing their names after I block them to find out information about him. There's some nut jobs out there. All right. The person, I know you're watching, you know who you are. We've already said cease and desist. All right, just stop it. But what happens when it's your wife driving the vehicle? Okay. Yeah, sure. Self-defense, absolutely. Self-defense tools, absolutely. Do you want your wife to have to get into a firefight or take someone's life because someone was ticked off at you and they were following the vehicle and went after her to get at you? Probably not. Not saying your wife couldn't handle herself. And ladies, don't be mad when I say that. It's my job to take care of my wife. Can she take care of herself? Absolutely. But it's also my job not to put her in danger. So, take it or leave it on that. Something to think about, guys. So again, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. These release drops, I'm not seeing nothing in them, nor am I expecting anything. I'll keep looking at them, absolutely. And I encourage you guys to do the exact same thing. It's free information. You can download it yourself. You can look at all the files. You can go through every single one of them. I encourage you to. Don't just take a YouTuber's word for things. YouTube and pushing things around to get more clicks and views, hey, that's just a game. All right, I'm not seeing nothing in these files. With the Epstein files, releases and stuff, I'm expecting a lot of redacted information, mainly because there's stuff that's going to be released to the public. They're going to try to label it as protecting the lives of people and all that other stuff, or protecting victims, and which, hey, they should. I just don't see a lot of information being released because I think it's a huge, huge cesspool of what went down and who's all involved. Should they release it? I think they should. I really do. Is it going to happen? I don't think so. So anyway, guys, please keep preparing as much as possible. Stock up canned goods, dry goods. Medical equipment. I had to pull out mine today at work. I was using a torch. I was cutting angles and had decking down below me, and it bounced back, blew back, and it ran down my shirt and just burned up my stomach. I've got holes all over me right now. Pulling out my burn cream and stuff like that. I keep a trauma pack there at the right there at work in my box. Medical equipment. Know how to use it. All right, I mean, I wasn't planning on getting burnt, but, you know, it happens. Working as a welder and a fitter. It's going to happen. Anyway, guys, please keep pushing yourselves. Don't stop. I know a lot of people are excited that Donald Trump's in office. The rest of the world is not. All right, the rest of our country. I mean, we have a lot of people that voted him in. But we got a lot of loose cannons in our country that's willing to do whatever because they are not on their rockers. Prove me wrong. I mean, anybody that dyes their hair multiple different colors, don't know their own gender, screams and holler at stop signs. I got a lady down the end of my street that waters her mailbox. Yeah. And waters the outside of her trash can. Scratches the paint off her walls and howls like a werewolf. She drove through her privacy fence, screams and holler all hours of the night, flashes her outside lights on and off, on and off. And when I first encountered that, I actually thought someone was in trouble. And I called a friend of mine that lives down the road that knows where I'm at. He just, she's not in trouble. She's just batshit crazy. Do not go over there. So I thought maybe someone's signaling help or something like that. Yeah. There's a lot of people off their rockers. Be safe out there and keep preparing. Speak to y'all later.